I credit my GCSE results with what I did during the Easter holidays. Somehow Easter's finally here, exams are now around the corner, and so what I want to do is give you guys the best advice of what you should be doing during the Easter holidays to get all nines / the best grades possible in your GCSEs. Now I'm back from uni, so I'm back, we're so back. We've got the whiteboard, so yeah, it's going to be a good exam season, and I'm going to be uploading so many videos. And please comment what videos you want to see, because I really want to do videos to help you, and I'll make sure that they're specific and detailed as well. So make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because this is the place to be for exam season. So let's just get straight into this then. Now the first thing is your mentality this Easter. Okay, so I talked about in last year's Easter video how you have two options, right? You can kind of like give up, you can just go outside loads, you can take this time off to just relax, or you can really genuinely lock in and know that this is 2 weeks, this is 2 critical weeks where you can really improve your grades. Okay, so if you want to do well, if you want to level up your grades, or if you want to pass your GCSEs, whatever situation you're in, then you're going to need to accept that you've got to work hard this Easter. And I know that can be hard. It can be hard to motivate yourself. I've done videos on those, so make sure you check them out. But you're not going to really improve if you don't have the mentality, because this Easter you're going to have to put in effort if you want to get the top grades, right? That is obviously how it works. Now, one other thing that I just want to briefly mention, that I mentioned in each of my countdown videos, is I do have for free my GCSE planner, where you can literally see exactly what I did during my GCSEs during Easter. So if you want that, then just click the link in the description and type in your email and you'll get that. Okay, so my next point then, this is kind of like the critical thing I did over Easter. So as we approach Easter and exam season's now, a month and a half away, it's really important to start switching to much more exam practice. Okay, now what I did for this was pretty extreme. So you can do it in a less extreme way, but if you're aiming for all nines, you really want to push for it, then this is what I would recommend. What I did over Easter was I did a paper for every single one of my GCSEs. So in that 2-week period, I think I did 20 papers. I simulated an entire GCSE exam season in that period, right? And this was really beneficial for me for many reasons. Firstly, it was more cramped than the actual exams were. This was kind of harder in many ways than the actual exams. So when the actual exams came around, then I felt much more confident because it was more spread out, and I did it in the same order. So I'll repeat that again. I did my mocks in the same order as my GCSE exams were. So it helped me get in that mentality. It helped me like process things like, okay, I need to revise for this, or first up, I've got this. So that's the first reason. Secondly, loads of exam practice is just really helpful. As I said, I really credit doing that with what like tips me up into all nines, right? There can be a difference between like loads of eights, like really high grades, and like uniform nines. And for me, that's what really helped. The third reason why as well is obviously I marked it. I went through every single thing I got wrong, and I was really trying to work out why it was wrong, how I could improve on it. If you've been following my videos for a while now, you know that papers are not just about doing them and throwing them away. It's about doing them and improving on them. Now, I've teamed up with the sponsor of today's video, which is Medley AI, because they have a really exciting announcement. Medley AI are running Easter mocks. So for those of you that don't know Medley, it's basically a really good online educational AI-powered app/website. And what they're doing this Easter is a full set of mocks across a range of GCSE subjects. So if you sign up for this, these are limited, by the way, then you have a chance. Basically, it's like all in one place. Like when I had to do it, Medley didn't exist. So I had to print out loads of papers and it was just a bit messy, and the marking took up more time. So one option you can definitely do is sign up for the Medley mocks and also use Medley in general for targeted AI-focused exam help. Then that's going to be really useful for you. And one other thing as well is the 1,000 students who sign up and do like a paper, 1,000 students randomly selected are going to get an exclusive AI pin. You can't tell me you don't want that. So make sure you sign up for that, and thank you Medley for sponsoring this video. Okay, so the next point then is you've got to also practice topics, right? I'll reiterate, Easter and coming up into exam season is really about a lot of practice. So it's not just papers. And also if you feel like you can't do papers, then even topics are going to be useful. So I'd print out topic tests, or now you can kind of do them on Medley or whatever like works best for you. But just make sure you're practicing lots of topics, lots of questions, and get in that regular routine. I always talk about Corbett Maths 5-a-day, stuff like that, where you're just doing daily revision or daily work is very beneficial as well. Now, you've got to go through flashcards. I talked about this in my last video, and in most of my countdowns now, we're no longer really just writing them. I know some of you will have lots of flashcards written, but you're not really going through them. So I'll say it again, you've got to start going through them. For context, at this point, in year 11, I was probably doing about 40 minutes to an hour every single evening on flashcards, right? Flashcards are the base of that knowledge. And alongside testing, that's really, really effective. So I was going through them with my parents, try and find ways to make it interesting, right? You don't just have to be sat there by yourself, make it interesting. And also, if you haven't made flashcards, don't panic. You can still make flashcards, or there are lots of other things that are going to help you as well to learn the content. But flashcards are definitely really beneficial. And that comes on to the next point, which is prioritize. Obviously, there's not long left now. So you've got to prioritize like what needs the most help. Say, for example, you are currently at U and everything, right? You watched my video on how to get a U and you followed it through too much. And what you need to do then is really think, what can I prioritize? Okay, so maths and English in that case. If you're likely to fail, you probably want to prioritize the subjects you have to pass. But if you're aiming for all nines, you've really got to know what subject is going to stop you getting all nines. Usually it's English language actually is a very common one, but have a real think about like, what is it that's going to hold you back, and prioritize that. It's about balance. You shouldn't be doing 2 hours of every single subject unless you're at like all sixes or something and you really want to like uniformly level it up. It's about knowing what works for you. Also, some subjects are kind of more efficient to revise than others. So English language is actually great because you basically just have to write questions and get them marked by your teacher or something, and you can improve massively very fast in English language. And that brings me on to another point, which is over Easter, I'm going to be running some paid crash courses for a select amount of students. Now, especially for English language, you're going to want to attend these. I love teaching English language. I've got loads of advice to give you. I think it's such an underrated subject. So make sure you sign up for them and you get tickets. The link's going to be in the description, but sign up fast or they will sell out. Okay, another point then is to use your downtime effectively. At this stage, you kind of want to be almost obsessing over your GCSEs, like really thinking about them, really trying to upgrade and boost your grades massively. So one example of this is spend some time daily just reading papers. So look at lots of science papers. Like, you don't even have to do them. Just looking at science papers a day is going to be really beneficial for you. The more you see, the more familiar you get, the less stressed you're going to get. And it's just really helpful to know what's on your exams. Okay, so I really recommend this, especially for those subjects like English, like history. And you can even make like mental notes. Like, you don't have to just scroll through and read it. You could scroll through and read it and think, okay, if I got asked in English language to do this speech, I'd probably write this, this, and this. And that type of like mental stuff, it's just like a small warm up. Like, you could do this at the start of your revision just to warm up, or at the end when you're tired. But there are small things you can do that are gonna like just improve your grade and get you in that mindset coming up to exams. GCSEs aren't scary, okay? It's literally gonna look exactly like all those mock papers online look like. I remember like when I actually sat my exam, I was like, oh, like a lot of these questions I've seen before. Like, you don't have to be scared of them, and becoming more familiar is gonna benefit you overall. So those are the main things then this Easter. The biggest thing, like I said, is to do papers and do lots and lots of papers and try and get some organized structure for it. Usually I recommend a planner, and that's what I did. But here's where you could have a 2-week timetable. I worked with students last year when I was tutoring them, and we used a timetable. We made a timetable for them, and they found that really helpful as well. So try and think about that. But that's how I would structure my revision as well. Remember, you can sign up for the medley mocks and sign up for some of my crash courses as well. And also make sure you click the link in the description to get the planner. I'm going to try and do lots and lots of videos to help you. As I mentioned, oh, my has just come in. Sorry about that. But yeah, have a great Easter, and please comment, and I'll try and respond to every single comment that I can. So thank you for watching. Get the cat out of the way.